Okay, on to some other matters. You know how we've got our band, Cool Boys and the Frontman?
Yeah.
We haven't gigged for a while.
Well, I got asked while during the week, over the weekend, whether did the band split up or are we in hibernation?
Well, I was going to ask, this is my question for you guys. We got any gigs coming up? Like, do you guys know any about any gigs coming up? Because we haven't gigged since 2017.
Right. The closest we got was going to Andy's brother's band, and we were watching him in the crowd, and we felt like
and Vance Joy was there, and we thought, well, we're all here.
Yeah.
The last formation and it is etiquette in band circles if another band's in the house to invite them up to play one song. Yeah. And Andy's brother's band shunned
They
etiquette.
didn't invite us.
We don't have another gig. I don't think
do you know any gigs coming up?
Well, my brother's band, we've got gig.
Yeah, but for us, Cool Boys.
No, I don't have.
Jack, have you heard of any gigs coming up?
Off the top of my head, I can't think of any.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, I haven't heard of any gigs coming up because I was just asking. I don't need us to lock in a gig today, but I suppose we haven't really discussed the future of the band, and I'd just love to know where we're at. I want to make.
You still drumming there?
I want to make this.
Yeah, he tried to give me his drum kit.
Actually,
you try to give Jack your electronic drums, and
I suppose that is something to do with what I'm bringing up today.
You're thinking of selling the electronic kit?
No, mate. Just hear me out.
The third one.
This is the band meeting. I've got the talking drumsticks in my hand.
Okay.
I was just thinking, since we don't have any immediate gigs on the horizon, and I'm more of a game day player, there's been some discussion in my household. As you know, electronic drum kits take up quite a bit of space.
Yes.
They've been in the garage right near where we keep the pram. And I suppose every day as we wrestle the pram past the drums, it's causing some bother. Whether it's me I'm fine with it.
Why don't put the drums behind the pram?
No, they get tangled up. That's where the bikes go.
Okay.
We've tried to Tetris it a few different ways, and it's just not.
It's just
don't get me wrong, guys. I'm the drummer of the band. I'm deep into the drums, okay? But without a song coming up,
doesn't it fold down?
It's folded.
All right.
So you haven't played them for months, then?
I've hit on them. I've worked on rhythm stuff, but not on the drums.
Okay.
I've been working on percussion. But
I see Jack. If anyone follows Jack on Instagram,
that's what I was thinking, Jack. You're making heaps of music at the moment.
I'm still playing.
I am not. I want to make this absolutely clear. I am not selling the drum kit. I'm not giving it away. I'm the band's drummer. When we get our next gig, I'll be ready.
Okay.
But Jack, I notice at your house you have a music room where you're making music. I'd be interested in leasing the drums to you for $1 a week.
No, that's what I should take to store them. Like if you try to take the drums to a storage place, you would have to pay the monthly fee.
They cost $1,200, mate. So you get.
I would be happy to store them for free.
You are able to lease them from me for
free.
$1 a week.
No.
I think that is fair, Jack.
Dig in here, Jack, because even though it's $4 for a month, I still think it's.
I'd like you to ignore Andy's advice to dig in, and I'd like you to loosen up.
I would like to acknowledge that the fee is $1 a month, or what is it, $1 a week? $1 a week, and I would like you, in good faith, to waive the fee.
That's interesting.
All right.
That's interesting. So
how about this? All right, what about this? I will. It is $1 a week.
Yes.
It is $1 a week.
Jack said he's willing to acknowledge
that. It is $1 a week, and it's flowing from you to me, leasing them. So I'm putting these drums to work. I'm putting my drums out on the street, earning me a little bit of coin.
Yep.
Plus a 1 month bond. That's a $4 bond. I'll need the bond in cash. I will waive the monthly fee for the first 6 months. Okay. I'll waive the weekly fee for the first 6 months.
May I have a word to Andy?
No.
Sounds like a pretty good deal. So what I'm seeing here, though,
I don't want to give over any money. It's more on principle rather.
No surprises there. You've just tuned into the podcast. We just saved you 50 episodes of catch up. That's all you need to know. $4 bond, which you can get back. You're actually not giving
all right.
You're actually not giving me any money. I'm holding the bond.
Yeah.
And you then are leasing the drums from me for $1 a week.
For 6 months, with a 6 month free period.
Yes. I will waive the first 6 months of lease. And then it is $1 a week.
Then they return to you, the drums.
No, then it is $1 a week.
When do you want them back?
When we need them. Okay. When we get another gig and I need to start because remember, think of the benefit you're going to have of this premium electronic drum kit. Might I remind you, I bought an extra tom and 2 extra cymbals.
$4 up front for the bond. I'll pay. No limit on the monthly lease of you waiving at goodwill. So
okay, so yeah.
So it's
unlimited free rental.
Unlimited free rental,
Yeah,
but you get the $4 up front and you deliver.
After 6 months, it goes to 1 week free, 1 week paid.
On, off.
And you pick up. You've got a ute.
You
charge a pickup fee, Jack.
Yes, pickup fee is $50.
You got to pick them up. You got to come to the shop. You got to come to the shop.
No.
Hey,
pickup fee is $50.
Jack, it's ridiculous. That's out of control. Mate,
no, if you go to Bunnings, I think they do $29 ute hire for an hour.
If you lease a drum kit from a store, you've got to go and get it.
I feel like you've gone high on the pickup fee, Jack.
You've got to go and get it. It's absolutely outrageous.
I actually can't think of a delivery fee. IKEA, anywhere, a furniture store that would be less than $50.
I can't think of a music store where you don't go to the store to get the musical item.
Yeah, it's what's happening at the moment is that Hamish has stayed the same, is where he thinks he's leasing it, and you entertain that for a while. Now you've turned into a storage facility, and so it doesn't actually make sense for a pickup fee.
No, the pickup fee doesn't make sense. You're the one
if you're acknowledging that you are leasing.
It's like going to Coles and going, I'm charging you a pickup fee. And they go, well, no, you come here to get the goods.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
that is a good point.
Pop on over and grab it.
I'll come for free in the ute. Yep. No money changes hands ever. I'll bring it back when you need it.
That's interesting.
Well, but you've got to give me the $4 bond, which will be refundable when you return it.
And then no money.
You are leasing it at $1 a week. I'm waiving I'll waive the weekly fee for the first 6 months. It then alternates.
No, because this is my counter negotiation, and you've just gone back to what you first negotiated.
That is what's
Have
happened.
I? I'm so confused. I didn't know.
What
about this? I'll waive it for a year. After that, we go to a weekly, unless you return them.
No, because I don't want to be stuck on some program where in 3 years' time you go,
it's a no lock-in. It's a no lock-in.
Like a gym membership.
It's a no lock-in contract. You just return them.
Yeah,
when you
but then I've got it shoved down the back of my house somewhere. In 3 years, I go, Hamish's drum kit. You go, you owe me $36.
I don't think that's going to happen, Jack. I mean, we're talking a year. We're talking a year of. You're talking $52 free rental.
$4 up front, and I'll pick it up and drop it off when you need it.
At my discretion.
4 times a year max.
No.
That's interesting.
Deal.
There's a good deal. Good deal.
Deal. 4 times a year dropping off, you idiot. You idiot. I'm going to do 3 just for shits and giggles. All right, well, people that heard last episode of the show would be waiting with bated breath to find out how the drum deal went down between Jack and I. After the podcast, Jack came back to my place. He had his ute with him the day last week when we recorded the show. Had his ute with him, followed me home to come and collect the drums that he is leasing off me for $1 a week.
Yep.
Lease amount to be waived for the first 12 months.
Yep.
Rent-free
period.
Rent-free period. There's also a $10 bond that has to be exchanged in cash. I will need that today, Jack.
Yes. No. There was $4 bond.
Sorry, $4 bond.
$10 for a yearly rental of drumsticks.
$4 bond. Then there was an offer to you of a $12 sticks and seat package. Yes. Now, most of our customers do take the sticks and seat package because you need sticks and a stool to play the drums. You opted for sticks only, which is $10.
Yeah, because I got a seat at home.
Well, you don't have a drum stool.
No, but...
And I urged you to take up the offer of the stool for $2 a year.
Yeah.
This is a yearly rent, which is 16 cents a month or 4 cents a week. I did say to you...
Seemed like a good deal.
It seems like a good deal.
Yeah.
If anything, now that the deal's been done, I can reveal to you that I believe the stick rental to be overpriced.
Yeah.
So at $10 a year for stick rental, but you were holding firm that you would not part with $2 a year.
So I was convinced that you would get there and then just need to still take the
I thought Ando, to be honest, I thought we'd be able to upsell him at the handover.
At the counter.
And at the counter for an impulse upsell, and he dug in.
Wow. Well, I thought you would give it over for no more money. I thought I'd get
never
there and
happens
you go,
at a counter.
How often at the counter do they go, and I tell you what, we'll throw in this bounce protein ball for free? That's why they're there, to make you spend money you weren't thinking of spending.
No, I thought you would throw it in. And then
Okay.
you didn't.
Okay, so Jacko, have you set it up?
Yes.
Is it frustrating dragging in a kitchen chair or something?
Did it occur to you when the first time, because we've all been to your house for the surprise housewarming, there's that music room off the lounge room, down like a sunken room,
Yep.
sort of goes kitchen, sunken room.
Yep. The good thing is we do have a spare kitchen chair. So
That's fine.
That was great.
But even I would have thought the moment you've set up the drums,
Yes.
as you're walking to the kitchen, the thought would have crossed your mind, gee, for 4 cents a week, I wouldn't be making this trip right now.
Did that cross your mind?
It did. And I'll be honest, it's not as easy to drum on a kitchen seat
No.
as it is a stool.
The reason
because
those
you
drums
can't move around so easily.
So you have been using the drum?
I've been using it. I've been having a lot of fun, and
Enjoy
it's
it.
also uncomfortable after
Yes.
a while.
On
So-
the seat.
Not sit on a padded seat; it's a wooden seat.
on a wooden kitchen chair.
Imagine
I mean,
Rob-
you've got the state-of-the-art drum set here.
Imagine Chad from the Chili Peppers coming out.
Walking around with his kitchen stool. Sorry, I learned to play drums at my nonna's house, and this is the only seat I'll sit on. Do you at least put a cushion on it?
Does it have a back?
It has a back, but you find that you don't.
It doesn't
sit
have
back.
armrests, does it?
It doesn't have armrests. You don't sit back ever though, because I tried that and you
Once-
don't drum
Trust
properly.
me, mate. Trust me, mate. Once you really get into the song, once you really get into the flow of a song, you can relax a bit, sit back in your chair, use your backrest. Now, how are those sticks going?
The sticks work, but yeah, this is what I wish I did now. Got the stool, didn't get the sticks, and I would have bought my own sticks.
We've got Amy Shark coming up on the show, so musician. We should get her to call her drummer and go, look,
Yeah.
just for the look of the show,
He's a good drummer too.
I'd like you to drum with a back,
Yeah.
Yep.
a seated
I think
back.
his name's Joe.
Okay.
He's a gun drummer, her drummer.
And those-
I've seen videos of him drumming, doing some cool stuff at Sharks concerts,
Yeah.
and I haven't seen him with a backrest. and I'd like to know
Yeah,
too
it'd be nice.
from him. I think if it is Joe, just going rate for stool rental. I would have thought 4 cents a week is
Maybe
cheap
that's
as chips.
Maybe that's better. Well, maybe we don't get her to surprise him. Maybe we just call up Joe
Yeah.
and we just get to the bottom of how much fun are you losing if you have a back on
Yeah.
your
Is it
drum
worth
seat?
$2 a year to sit on a stool? Now, Jack,
And also,
you know, and
how much does it handicap a drummer? Like, you're already bad at
you
drums.
wouldn't be playing the floor toms to the right because it's too much effort to spin around.
No, well, first of all, you got way too many drums in your drum kit. I don't know how many extras you bought, but
there we
the
go.
toms keep going around. It's almost like a full 360.
Which you can't do with a back. With a seat back, you can't do.
Tell you what, because I drum on a stool, I don't find it too much of an issue. Jack, what you've experienced there is an elite level kit. It's not Fisher Price, mate. You're not playing, obviously not playing the right songs. I like to pick music that stretches me.
Okay, well, I'm still just on the hi-hat and snare mostly.
Yeah.
But you know what? Because you're not practicing and I'm practicing now every day, by the end of the year, I will be a better drummer than you.
But you can't feel music.
No, I can feel it very well.
No, you can't.
This is interesting.
Oh, I mean, that's fine.
I'm looking forward to a drum off at the end of the year.
I am very happy for you. I mean, the reason that you leased the drums from me is you've got an interest in music. I wasn't getting the time I needed to play them, and I am a game day player.
Yeah.
I'm Walt Disney. You put me on ice till you need me, thaw me out, and walk me around the park.
Well, they did.
Thaw me out, walk me around the park for special days.
Again,
Oh, hi, Walt. Oh, hello. Now you permanently thawed out now. Do it just for today. Just for the 100th anniversary.
I don't know why I keep getting put back frozen, but I'm so fine to walk around like this.
No, I don't want to go back. Sorry, Walt, you know the deal. Just
That's
for
what-
big days.
Yes, that's what Hamish is.
That's what I am. I'm a Walt Disney drummer. You thaw me out for the big occasion.
Yes.
If cool boys get a gig, if we decide to tour or we do another gig, mate, don't worry.
But
You know the great thing that I've got also, if you remember the deal from last week, is Jack said it 4 times a year.
The great thing you've got the drum stool.
4 times a year. Jack said at my choosing,
Yeah.
he has to bring them back.
I couldn't believe
Yeah,
that.
no, but you have to really be practicing. It can't just be for like
I
bring them
will,
back,
mate.
set them up.
When's your
take 'em back
birthday?
again.
I got a feeling that I want to see if I've still got it on your birthday.
Well, I don't know. The first time I bring them back might be the last time because Bianca wasn't happy that I brought them home at all.
Well, you've paid your money. We've made the deal. I need the $10 stick rental because at the moment you've got the sticks.
I'll
for
pay
free.
that.
Yeah.
But I'm
Can we talk about penalty rates while Andy's here?
Oh, yeah.
What if Jack goes like, what if
I'll transfer you. I'll transfer it today.
Well, you better, because we have some pretty hefty penalty fees at our store.
Oh, yeah.
We've also got, if you would like, now that you've taken the drums home, have a think about it. Maybe when we get Amy Shark on the show, I just want to let you know that the stool offer, I mean, we still have a stool in stock if you'd be interested in renting it. I'll have to have a look what the rate is at the moment.
Yeah, right.
Has it gone up? Well, I'll ask her.
That was last week's rate we gave you. And you should have jumped on it, but it could be cheaper.
Yeah.
But it could also be more expensive. Could swing either way. We'll have a look at it.
Jack, you came to me in confidence.
Oh, I know what this is about.
Yeah, I told Hamish.
Beard boy.
Anyway,
come on, have it out. Say it officially on the record.
You'd like a forum to bring something up.
Table something on the show. Go for it.
I rented an electronic drum kit off you. Sorry,
I remember.
What a dumb decision.
I remember. At a very nice rate, might I add. $1 a month. Still haven't seen a single cent of the rent. I think I've been pretty lenient in collecting.
I have rented it off you, and I've had my fun.
Yep.
And I would like to discontinue the rental period.
Denied.
No bell. No, Andy presses the bell.
No.
Well, I'm allowed to, mate. I'm actually not. I realise it's so far over the other side of the desk these days. Initially, it was set up that whoever felt the vibe would hit the bell.
You got your own one there.
Oh, it's not on the mic. You've given me one next to a paper towel, like Maggie Simpson's steering wheel.
Anyway, Jack,
denied. Thank you, though.
Jack would like to give the electronic drum kit back. I'm surprised you ever took it. It was you were just basically storage for Hamish for all this time.
That doesn't seem right.
And
Jack, you've got a music room.
I know, and it was fun at the time. In my imagination of what the drum kit would be, I would be practicing all the time. I'd get really good. And the band would come back together one day and I would be a better drummer than you. And I'd never really played it.
You've just done exactly what Hamish done 3 times.
Congratulations. You've just summed up electronic drum kits. In my mind, I was amazing. And then I realised it was taking up as much space as my children do in the house.
Yes. So...
No, Jack. Unfortunately, the way that this works, the way that this chain works is you made a lease deal with me, and I looked back, it's a 12-month lease deal. We're barely...
Was it 12 months, Jack?
No, but can't you... Like, if you lease a house, you can break a lease to leave the house.
With severe penalties, you can.
Yeah. What are the penalties, Ham?
It's big. It's $1 a month, the rent, but to break the lease, it's $500.
Wow.
No, it's not.
It is.
Well, apparently.
Unless you sublease it to someone else.
Yeah.
So you certainly can sub-rent them now. You might even be able to make a little sweet bit of cheese on the side here.
But if I sub...
So you're responsible for the condition of them. You've still got to
shouldn't I just... If I find a sub-lentee and then I can just give you...
What's a lentee? No, I appreciate our attempt to do this legally. Yes,
Jacko,
if you find a lentee...
Then I give them... Then I put you guys in contact. Then
No. You're responsible for 12 months for the lease. What you've got to do when you find the lentee is strike a deal with them. And I recommend going more than $1 a month because it hasn't really been making me the kind of money I hoped it would as an asset. Because there's a $1,000 drum kit, right? You've been getting it for an absolute steal. If you would like to leverage, and this would be a smart financial maneuver,
yes,
you now leverage that. You still got to pay me the $1 a month, but you could be charging someone $30 a month, making a nice little bit of coin on the side.
And you'd be happy with me.
I can't do anything about it. I'm dumb enough to have signed them over to you for $1 a month for a year.
Okay. And what about any what about any breakages or anything like that?
Oh, you're still responsible for the condition of the drums. You'll need to
get subletting an apartment.
Yeah, you still need to hand those drums back to me at the end of the lease, which is back, February.
Yep.
In perfect condition with the $12.
Yep.
I would like to see some of the rent with the year's rent. Till then, you're their custodian.
Okay. And that brings me to point 2. Something on the drum kit is broken.
Well, you just have to pay for that.
I don't know why, but you know how the hi-hats close together and unclose?
I remember it when I tested it before I gave it to you. That was they were doing it.
You didn't test it before you gave it to me. You gave it to me in all its parts, all packed up.
Yeah, I tested it and disassembled it.
Yeah, right.
But it tested fine when we rented it out. How is it now?
Something's happened with that pedal, and now the hi-hats just stay closed all the time.
We just have to repair it before you give it back.
Did it ever work under your...
It did.
Okay,
I don't know what happened to that.
You broke it. I know what happened. It was working, and then it wasn't, and you're the only one that touched it.
And that's actually what made it fun to not play anymore. No fun to play anymore is because...
Well, you broke it. You broke the drum kit, and now you want it to be my problem.
Yeah.
I got news for you, Chuppy.
I don't like my car anymore because I smashed it. Pretty much.
Now, would the dealership like to take it back at the same price that it gave it to me for? No, it wouldn't.
No, I thought there might have been some warranty like covering it.
Hey,
can
I jump in?
Yeah.
You don't want it back, Ham? Ever?
I'm happy to see out the list.
Jack, you don't want it.
I don't want it.
No,
Do you want it?
I want it back.
I certainly don't want it.
I'm happy to have it back at the end of the lease. Now, I'd just like Jack to
All I'm
honour his lease.
suggesting is I feel like you should offer to sell it for Ham, Jack, and give him a portion of how much you make from it.
What, give me a portion? No, I'll take. I spent $1,000 on the kit.
I'm listening, Andy. I am listening.
He's the guy that's had it for 5 months. Owes me $5. Hasn't paid a cent.
Ham,
I'll take 98% of the sale price.
this is where you negotiate, mate, because he would love someone to sell it for him. He can't be
Would
bothered
you want
selling
to
it.
because what if we do reform the band?
He'll buy another one. He won't like the one.
This
He
kit sounds like
won't-
it's broken.
he won't-
No, honestly, that's the
He'll
reason.
want the best one available.
The reason I'm keeping the kit is because, I mean, if the band reforming was never an option, I would look at selling. But I do need my kit for the band.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where are we at? You're gonna.
I think
You'll find another
The lease-
person to lease to, but you better fix that hi-hat because no one's going to lease a broken kit.
Yeah. So I'll put a call out now for a leasee
subletter.
who will also repair it. Maybe somebody like I'm looking. This is best case scenario. you got to start at the top. Best case scenario.
So
You've lived your whole life best case scenario, just so
exactly.
you know. I don't think you've ever tasted anything but absolute best, impractical, unfathomable best case scenario.
And he just loves
Taken
outsourcing
care
all
of by
problems
your
to
mum,
listeners.
taken care of by Bianca, falling ass backwards into the greatest gigs of all time. And now just get everyone else to do your work.
Yeah. But
Well,
so anyway, say what you're going to say.
Yeah. So best case scenario would be if you're looking for an electronic drum kit, I'll rent it to you at a reasonable rate. If you can repair it, I'll even knock off 20%.
What's the rate?
what's
What's
the
the reasonable
monthly?
rate? It's very hard to just kind of go blindly into this. What's the reasonable rate?
$30 a month.
Okay, $1 a day.
Wow.
Oh wow. Okay.
Just bear in mind.
Is that negotiable?
That's the price after the 20%. So. Yep.
Hang on. So they've got to have fixed it, and it's still $30 a month.
Yes.
Wow.
Wow. It's like in early days.
All
Rip
right.
off mobile phones.
Yeah.
Price.
Just checking the emails. Yep. No one flooding in to take that deal.
No one as yet putting up $360 a year for a broken drum kit, knowing that it's costing Jack $12 a year to rent.
Okay, we'll see if people come at it, Jack.
Yep. Oh, also, northern suburbs of Melbourne would be preferable.
Again, I prefer the best case scenario.
Unless they do pick up and drop off. That's all.
I assumed that you were never delivering it, but so you're
Good point. That's on there too.
That's on there too. And Jack wouldn't mind if you're coming. If you are travelling to his house, wouldn't mind you pick up some shopping for him on the way over,
or a cake. Haim, we've got to tie this up before the end of the year, and I mean, there's great things to tie up. This one has
we've got a lot of sausages to tie up, don't we? A lot of open sausages, and a sausage skin is tough to tie.
Yeah.
And so I'll give everyone a heads up now. We won't tie off all our sausages.
No.
We will end the year with some meat spilling out of the sausage skin, not
some exposed mince.
exposed pork mince that will make a real mess on the barbecue should it get to that stage. But we will do our best to tie off the open snags in the factory. What do we got?
Here's one that I need to get an update from you, Jack.
Yep.
You don't want the hiring of the electronic drum kit anymore.
This is a meaty sausage.
Which you agreed to hire off Hamish for $1 a month.
Where do we leave this? He
wants to
extended
sublease
the deal.
it?
Yeah,
wants
you
to-
can't get out of the deal. That's to the end of next year.
Okay, some people said I won't pursue this, but some people said my legal right is that I can give it back.
Yeah.
But let's assume
They're incorrect.
A lot of
I don't know what sausage factory they're
I
working
said
in. I think we got off air. And we finished the podcast and Andy's like, You don't have to keep it. No, you do have to keep it. You made a deal. So it's to the end of next year. You're responsible for it to the end of next year.
So
This will suit me better anyway, because if I am able to sublet it, that means I don't even have to drop it back at your house. Somebody will come and pick it up from my house, take it away.
Well, they only need to get it back to you, remember. You are still in the chain. You're still the middleman.
But you would assume when it's dated.
I would never assume.
Don't assume anything, Jack. Anyway, then if I recall correctly,
they
on
think the Trump
last year's
legal challenges are difficult. This is a real web.
If I recall correctly on last week's podcast, Jack said, by the way, it's broken, so I would favour people asking to have it who will fix it.
It's your you are in big trouble here because you have to give it back to me in working condition.
Well, so he's asked for people to come pick up a drum kit. He's favouring people that will pick it up and fix it. That's what he's... Jack, did you have anyone that said that they'd do that?
Lots of interested, keen drummers out there. I automatically deleted any message that didn't reference, I will fix the drum kit. So sorry if I didn't write back to those people. But
it should come as no surprise that Jack was looking for an above and beyond deal that favoured him.
So people have
come back. I've got, when I'm narrowed down...
What are you renting it out for again? What did you say it was going to cost them?
I think I said $30
That's right.
a month.
So you're arbitraging a huge amount here. What do I charge you a month? $1?
Yeah, because I can't remember what I said.
Unbelievable. Andy.
No one can. I mean, people will, but we can't.
I can't remember what I owe you, and I can't remember what I said, but a lot of people coming in, I was saying they would like the drum kit, but they would like to negotiate the high fee. So that makes me think that I said something ridiculous.
Well, you blatantly revealed what you're paying, what your overheads are, and what your retail is, and it's a 3,000% markup.
Yeah, you're charging 30 times. So did anyone so you got 3 candidates?
I've got 3 candidates that are in Melbourne, can come and pick it up, and will say that they will fix it as well.
Are you going to ask the owner whether you could sublet it to these 3, or are you going to make the decision on the one whoever you want?
I'm happy to discuss that with you, Ham.
Yeah.
I pretty much, they all write the same thing. Oh, I'd love to drum, blah, blah, blah. I pretty much go off, this is all on Instagram.
Do they drum or do they have dreams of drumming?
They do. All 3 of these guys drum.
Okay,
because that's more likely that they'll be able to fix it. Because also, you're talking about like electro engineering here. I mean, how do they know they can fix an electronic drum?
True. And they'll probably go get it serviced, I'd imagine, which is something it hasn't had for the duration of its life.
An absolute thrashing,
Jack, give us the candidates.
All right. For the first one is Nick. Now, I'll just give you what I see. It's his Instagram profile, and I just go off the pictures.
Sure.
He's a strong guy, really tough. First picture is him with a protein shake. Second picture is him in front of the weights machine.
Okay, he's going to hit it too hard.
That's what I thought.
Sorry, Nick. Great for summer. A great bit of thirst trapping, it sounds like, for summer, but I worry about whether or not, because she is a delicate kid.
Yeah. No, hang on. Just can I to put a pebble on the other side of the scale for Nick, he's not going to drop it taking it inside.
That's true. But I don't think anyone's going to drop it through weak arm strength. It's not very heavy.
Okay.
But it is annoying to carry, though. You would admit that.
It's annoying to carry. It's not too heavy to carry.
Not too heavy, but it's bulky and, you're trying to weave through doorways and stuff.
You're trying to sell it. You're trying to remember. You're trying
No, I'm not.
You're not.
I'm the most honest man in this conversation.
Yeah. Okay, next person.
The second one who fit the bill was Tani. Sadly, a closed profile on Instagram can't really gain much more.
What did he or she write?
She wrote, she loves to drum. Her husband's a drummer and he's a drum fixer.
Suspicious. Very suspicious. I receive a $30 per month allowance from the government that I must spend on a musical instrument. So seems that all the ducks are lining up well. No, you're being catfished there, Jack.
Yeah.
That's a bot.
Her husband once drummed for Paul Kelly.
I can believe that. I once drummed for Dave Grohl.
Yes,
not lying.
Not in his band.
No, for him.
You just sat there. And he kind of took the Queen's situation where
I drummed for him.
Yeah, he sat there like the Queen and
had to go into specifics.
Very much like the Queen had to endure someone dancing in front of them and go, "Thank you very much."
What episode of The Crown are you watching?
Well, Prince William, last time he was out here, they took him.
Oh, you needed state things.
They took him. They took him to. It was like women over 50 or women over 60s dancing troupe.
Yeah.
And
they're showing off their skills.
Yeah.
I thought you were thinking of like a court jester scenario where you have to put up with someone dancing in front of you.
No.
What I'm saying is I drummed for Dave Grohl. Full stop. Factual sentence.
That is true.
Like the drummer boy drummed for Jesus. Now, no one's saying he was in Jesus' band that night.
No one
He
was
just
saying
happened to be
Jesus
in
was the front
manger.
man. Last one.
The last one is Mitch. He usually drums on an acoustic kit, is interested in knowing what it's like on an electric kit.
Electric curious.
He's thinking of going from
Electro-curious.
digital to analog to digital. Oh, right.
Digi-curious.
Okay, well, that's nice.
I'd be happy to facilitate that.
Did he say anything about fixing it?
Yes, he didn't. A lot of people came out and said straight away, I can fix the drum kit. But I didn't actually say explicitly what was wrong with it. So that is suspicious. He said, what's wrong with the hi-hat pedal? I've got a feeling I might be able to fix it.
I like that. I like that.
Call him?
I think Mitch is our front runner.
Let's call
like
him.
that honesty.
He seemed honest, didn't he? Electro-curious.
Yes.
Hello.
Hi, is that Mitch?
Yes, it is.
Hamish and Andy here, mate.
How are you, sir?
Ahoy, boys. How you going?
Ahoy to you.
Ahoy, Mitch. Now, we hear you are an analog drummer, but you're electro-curious.
Yes, I am very electro-curious.
Very.
Have any of your sticks ever brushed against an electric skin?
Just a few times.
Dabbled, sure. When you're
Just a
younger.
little dabble,
But not enough to really sink your teeth into it.
But you've always
No,
wondered
not yet.
about what it would be like to go back and do it properly.
Yes, I have. Probably get into it.
Mitch, Jack, you inquired about what might be the problem with the hi-hat pedal.
Jack broke the kit. Do you think you might know the cause?
Well, Jack said it could just be the actual hi-hat chain, and if it is, that's just an easy replacement.
Jack?
So I should be able to get in and fix it up.
Okay, Mitch. So the terms were you would come pick it up, repair it.
Oh, sorry, Jack's just jumping straight to let's make sure this is convenient for Jack.
Yep.
I'm just trying to remember what we all
Where
said.
does Mitch live?
I'm in the Heidelberg area.
Oh, he's
so
in
northern
Melbourne.
suburbs.
Right.
Okay, great. So that works.
Jack, you've got a ute, though. You could drop it to Mitch.
Yes.
The computer froze. I was trying to think of an excuse. It literally had spinning wheel.
Yes, if ever I've heard one. Well, that's good to hear.
Okay. So there's an option for you, Mitch. Okay. So, Mitch.
But you did offer, I'm just reading over your message again, you did offer to come and pick it up.
Oh, but to get the deal done, you drop it off.
I mean, look, I have a small SUV, so I can come pick it up as well.
It's pretty bulky.
I think we'll get in an SUV.
I worry, Andy. If it was a large SUV, I'd be confident.
I'd go
What model's the SUV, Mitch?
Is it a Volkswagen Tiguan?
Is it a Tiguan? Impressive.
Nah, it's a Mitsubishi
Ooh, what type are we doing? Pajero, Outlander?
Sounds like an Outlander to me.
ASX.
ASX. Ooh, the Australian Stock Exchange.
Okay.
Sometimes it runs well, sometimes it crashes.
Let's stay the course with Mitch picking it up, only because
Worry.
but Jack getting around to doing it.
That's true. He's never going to do it.
But what we need to decide on is price. Mitch, what do you think's fair for the monthly rental?
I mean, look, I'm happy to negotiate. What's Jack's offer? Is it still the 30 if I fix it?
The Sky High 30.
Jack?
Mitch, I'm even willing to bring that down as if you're trustworthy and you don't break the kit, you fix it and you deliver it back to Hamish at the end of the lease.
Yep.
Great.
So
What do you bring it down to?
Hang on. Was that just... And was that the whole test? Was it if you're trustworthy and you fix it? Yep. All right. Sounds like you're trustworthy. You didn't answer no to trustworthy.
But Jack, what's the price?
What's the price?
Let's go $10 a month.
Mitch?
Yep, done.
Mitch, negotiate,
Well
idiot.
done, Mitch.
All right, yeah, he's done it.
I mean, it's pretty good. That's $120 for
It
the
is.
year.
It's pretty decent.
yeah,
Yeah.
but Jack wants this thing out of his house,
It's a
mate.
$2,000
Can you just
kit.
counter with
Andy,
$2
but
a month?
The thing is, I want it in my house though. That's the thing.
I know,
think
but
you do.
And he's happy. You can obviously hear in
think
his
you
voice
want-
he's happy.
Mitch, you think you want it in your house? Jack thought the same thing.
Yeah, Mitch, no backs, no givings.
Well, I'll...
Sorry, but if I don't want it, can I sublease it again?
Oh, that's a very good question.
Sure, I mean, there's no limit to the daisy chaining here, but I do worry that this thing will ever make its way back to me. But having said that, do I want it back?
Evidence points to maybe not.
Well, I do want it still legally mine in case Cool Boys and the Front Man ever reform.
Yeah, we'll need it back
We'll
then.
need the kit in that instance. But
course.
in the off season, between harvests, I tend to not need it.
Yep.
But it's only when the band winds up again that I do need it.
Done
Okay.
deal then. Mitch, $10 a month. Thank you very much.
Done.
Fixing the pedal.
Jack will help you load it into your small...
If you pay up front.
No, mate.
No, he's not paying up front.
Why not?
Not paying up.
I don't.
Unbelievable.
Hey, Mitch,
You've never paid me a cent, by the way. Says the
I'll
guy.
pay out of Mitch's money.
if
This is
if the pedal
you are Jack Ponzi.
I am not a Ponzi.
you are a Ponzi,
You're
a Ponzi on you, sir.
Ponzi on you.
Hey, Mitch, here's how it's going to work. You're going to pick it up.
Jack will help you.
If Jack will help you load. If the pedal requires fixing and it's a lot of money, you don't have to pay Jack.
Mm-hmm. You can take the fixing bill out of Jack's lease money.
Great.
I thought you were going to fix it yourself, Mitch.
Well, we'll find out. But that's the rule. So good luck fixing it yourself. But yes, $10 a month less.
Yep.
How much it costs to fix. If it goes into a negative, if it costs more than the lease, Jack doesn't have to pay you.
Thank you.
Deal?
Deal.
Done. Deal.
Great. On you,
Happy,
lads.
great, and it stays out of my garage.